A bombshell revelation in that Home Depot shooting that killed an 18-year-old woman on Friday. The suspect, Keith Agee's mother, is now facing charges. Sheila Agee, arrested last night in Washington County, Alabama, charged with principal to first-degree murder. The 50-year-old now in custody for extradition to Pensacola.
The Escambia Sheriff's Office announcing her arrest, releasing excerpts from text messages between Sheila and Keith Agee. Investigators say the sometimes explicit messages show the pair plotted to kill 18-year-old Brooklyn Sims. Tanner Stewart learned the suspect's mother was on the scene at the time of the shooting.
As friends and family gathered Monday night to remember the victim from Friday's Home Depot shooting, a familiar face caught on camera by our crews. Sheila Agee, the mother of shooting suspect Keith Agee, was seen in attendance. Not long after this, she was arrested and charged with principal to first-degree murder.
I don't know that I'm aware of one that kind of took this particular type of a turn. They filled me in that, hey, we've got, there's someone else involved in this thing, and okay, that happens a lot. Rarely does it involve the mother. Rarely does it involve the mother that's actually at the scene and that actually gave a ride to the victim.
Sheriff Chip Simmons telling me today that both Agee and the victim, Brooklyn Sims, rode to work together on the day of the shooting. Domestic cases like this aren't uncommon, the sheriff says. What is rare, though, is the mother-son connection.
His mother was apparently at the store. His mother was also employed, the victim in this case. And again, as they started to tell me what these text messages said, I was in disbelief. I cannot believe that this individual was not just cooperating with her son, but also appeared to be arranging it, helping him out, and letting him know exactly where he needs to go.
Keith Agee said he was going to kill Sims. Agee telling his mother in a text, "I can't take it," expletive. According to Sims' family members, the two had been involved in a rocky relationship. Sheila Agee appeared to egg on her son. One text says, quote,
"If you don't come kill her, you a."
Another reads,
"I'll give you the address here,"
meaning Pensacola.
"and you can ride over here and do it so you don't have to do it in front of your daughter."
The apparent plan? To get Sims in Sheila Agee's car. This text reads,
"Don't shoot at my car. I don't want to die. Wait till I put her out."
Telling her son she doesn't care what he does, just quote, "Don't shoot me." The messages continue, with each telling one another to delete the text, with Sheila saying, "Hold up, let me get it erased, the text, because I don't want nobody to know I was texting you." Deputies were still able to recover and share some of them.
Is there one message that really set things apart?
I think the one that gets me is don't shoot at my car. I'm gonna be in my car. Don't be careful. Don't shoot my car. Don't shoot me. And he says I won't. It's just that cold reality of what you're reading. And the intent that was involved there. I think that's really the most shocking part.
And of course, we've had team coverage on the shooting since Friday. You can see all of the stories from the shooting, identifying the victim and the text message exchange between the suspect and mother on our website, weartv.com.
Tonight, the family of the woman who was killed in that Home Depot shooting in Pensacola on Friday, Brooklyn Sims. Her family is reacting to the text messages we showed you at the top of the newscast. Andrea Ramey spoke to them earlier today and has a look at the accused shooter's troubled history.
He was, choking her.
Brooklyn Sims' cousin, Roxana Roberson, says the first time 20-year-old Keith Agee became physically violent with Brooklyn, she was pregnant with their now 22-month-old daughter, Casey.
The first incident was pretty aggressive, which was why she initially got the protective order.
Roxana says Brooklyn hadn't seen Keith since Casey was 2 months old, when again she says he erupted in anger.
He destroyed the windows, and he threw a glass and destroyed the TV.
Other women describe similar menacing and threatening behavior in two separate protection from abuse orders filed against Keith earlier this year. One woman wrote in her petition to the court that Keith pushed her, stomped on her, and destroyed her property. She said he was also threatening to shoot her mother. Police say Keith pulled the trigger Friday and murdered the mother of his daughter while she was working at Home Depot.
They haven't had any contact for quite a while, so that's another reason that the family was shocked that this had taken place.
Roxana says what's more shocking are the text exchanges police released between Keith and his mother, Sheila, who drove Brooklyn to work and worked alongside her Friday. Brooklyn's sister tells us she FaceTimed with Brooklyn and Sheila while they were on a work break 2 hours before the shooting. She says everyone was laughing and talking about their weekend plans of taking Casey to the splash pad. Plans that text messages reveal Sheila knew weren't going to happen.
And if you look at the text message, she's telling him, make sure that you don't shoot me. And if you don't shoot her, you are a bleeping. It's like she was almost daring her son to take someone else's life. Who does that?
Andrea Ramey,